Morning, Louis. FA Cup weekend. It's still a competition that everybody holds really highly, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's always nice for a little cup run, and the traditions of the FA Cup runs deep in English football. So it's one that players look forward to, clubs look forward to, and hopefully we can start our campaign with a win tomorrow.
It's something I've just asked the manager, but when there's a higher league club taking on a lower league club and it's on TV for everybody to watch, everybody wants the bigger team, so to speak, lose, don't they? I mean, does that add more pressure on you guys taking on a non-league club tomorrow?
I don't think it's more pressure. It's a game of football for us. They're the opponents, and Eastleigh are a good side, and we have to face up to the fact that you are right. Everyone does love a cup upset. It's part of the glamour of the FA Cup, so we need to make sure that we're professional and diligent in our process, and go out there and perform like we know we can, really.
It's been a mixed bag of a season so far. It looks like things have started to turn around in the last couple of weeks, with a little bit of momentum going into this game. How have you felt it's gone so far?
It's been a tough one. It's been a season where results haven't necessarily replicated our performances. You are right, the last couple of weeks have been better, with winning a couple of draws, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag. Like you say, we've had a couple of really good performances, and a win, like a home to Gillingham and stuff, but we've also had a couple of lows, like Crewe away and things like that. We're keen to move past that now and start picking up the points that we need, and start getting the results that our performances deserve, really. And I think you'll always win more than you'll lose if your performance levels have been where we've been at. So I think we have to be calm and enjoy the process, like I say, and carry on like we are, really.
Now, the manager's praised you quite a lot in his press conferences this season already. He says that he feels you've come back a different player from the one that arrived at MK Dons back in January. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, totally. I think January was a tough period for me. Back in the last season, I had a lot going on for me as an athlete, where I'd had a lot of injuries, hadn't really had time to get over them, and I think I had a lot going through my head performing. I did an interview during lockdown of the struggles that I'd had, and I think that showed in my performances, where I was not necessarily focused on playing well. I was more focused on getting through each game, whereas lockdown allowed me a time to become pain-free and not worry so much about my body, and focus more on my performances this season. I think my performances have showed that. I feel in a much better place than I was, and hopefully that can continue and go from strength to strength, personally and as a team.
Does that make the injury that you picked up against Arsenal so soon into that game as well, does that make that even more frustrating for you?
Yeah, I think those injuries are inevitable for the way I play. I like a tackle, and I like to disrupt the opposition. So I can accept them, to be honest with you. I know it sounds a bit strange, but I can accept those types of injuries, contact injuries. The other ones that I was suffering before I came to Milton Keynes, muscle injuries and things like that, are a little bit tougher. But I was really happy with how I started pre-season. I'm happy how I've came back. So hopefully that continues. I've got to continue to work hard on the training field, trusting the manager, trusting the coaches, and enjoy the process, really.
Now, we know you've played a lot of Saturday and Tuesday games consecutively for the last few weeks. Is it going to be a relief for you guys when this busy schedule sort of ends and you can go back to playing Saturday?
I don't think it's so much of a relief. I think we've had a little bit of an extra day into Sunday and an extra day into the midweek game. But it's a strange situation Saturday, Tuesdays. It allowed you to carry a lot more momentum with 3 games in a week if you pick up good results. But at the same time, if you don't pick up a good result, it allows a quicker turnaround to put it right. So it's a bittersweet, really, having Saturday, Tuesdays. But I think it would be nice to, as a squad, to have an extra week to prepare, or a full week to prepare for a game, and get a little bit more work done on the training pitch, which has been difficult in this current period.
Now, you mentioned a little bit earlier that you do love throwing yourself into a tackle and a challenge. Somebody else who you play alongside loves that as well, David Kasumu. How much has MK Dons needed a bit of bite from the two of you in midfield?
I think every team needs that kind of player. And David started the season really, really well. I think he worked hard over lockdown, and he's come in. And our midfield here is extremely competitive. And we know that our performance levels have to be high to keep you placed in the team, and that's really healthy. That can only be a good thing for us. And our squad has got a lot of depth now, so hopefully we can push each other on and, like I say, start getting the results that we deserve, and hopefully we'll all be pulling in the same direction like we have been and start climbing the table.
Nice one. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
You spoke earlier about the injury that you suffered against Arsenal. After you came back, you put in a number of really strong performances, and then unfortunately you missed out a couple of games due to illness. How frustrating was it to suddenly be out of the side once again?
Yeah, that was tough. It's always a tough one with injuries or illnesses or missing games, because especially in the current climate where games are coming thick and fast, you don't get as much recovery time. And you miss a couple. So football is all about momentum and confidence and stuff. So you have to rebuild. But it was nice to be able to watch a team put in such strong performances against Wigan. Encouraging to be able to watch the lads, and it makes you miss it more. So it was frustrating, yes, but hopefully I'm back now and can help the team in whatever capacity that may be.
Obviously, the league is the main focus of pretty much any team any year. But with these couple of games coming in the cups, is it a welcome distraction that the players will enjoy?
Yes, they're attractive competitions. I've always been a big fan of the cups. I think it's a little bit of respite from a long league season. And it's almost that the FA Cup especially is that one game where everything goes into it and move on to the next round and enjoy the process. So we've full focus is on Eastleigh. We need to go and perform well. We know that it'll be a tough game, so hopefully we can do so and continue to enjoy the cup run.